Since time immemorial, humanity has sought tools to protect itself from invisible forces, those energies that cannot be perceived through the senses but undoubtedly affect our reality. And what if I told you that the most powerful weapon against negative influences isn't some mystical object hidden in an ancient esoteric library, nor a legendary amulet lost to time, but something you probably already have in your kitchen right now? Salt. Yes, that humble white crystal, found in every culture and civilization, has been used for millennia, not only to preserve food but also to protect souls, cleanse energies, and seal spaces against adversarial forces. But why does salt possess this power? What secrets are hidden within such a common substance? And how can we consciously use it for our own protection and spiritual growth? In this exploration, we'll uncover the sacred history of salt, its power across spiritual traditions, and how you can apply it in your daily life to purify, protect, and empower your energy. Because sometimes, the answers to the deepest mysteries aren't hidden in an ancient grimoire or forgotten temple. They're found in something so familiar, we've overlooked it all along. Throughout history, salt has been far more than just a seasoning. It has symbolized power, purity, and protection. Its value in ancient times was so immense that it was used as currency, hence the word salary, derived from the Latin salarium, referring to the payment Roman soldiers received in salt. But beyond material worth, salt has played a central role in rituals and mystical beliefs across countless cultures. To understand its spiritual power, we must journey back to humanity's origins, when our ancestors began noticing the purifying and preserving properties of this mineral. In ancient Egypt, salt was used in embalming rituals. Priests considered it sacred, believing it could preserve not only the body, but also the soul on its journey to the afterlife. It was said to prevent spiritual decay and maintain the essence of the individual intact. In Hebrew tradition, salt was part of offerings and sacrifices to God. In Leviticus, it's stated that every offering must include salt, as a symbol of purity and incorruptibility. The salt covenant in the Bible represented an eternal, unbreakable bond, as salt, resistant to decomposition, symbolized permanence and sacredness. The Romans also viewed salt as a protective force. Before entering a new home or starting a business, they would sprinkle salt to attract good fortune and ward off negative influences. This practice survives today in superstitions like throwing salt over the left shoulder to prevent bad luck. Esoteric traditions hold that salt is not merely physical matter, but a substance with a unique vibration that can absorb and transmute energy. As a crystal, salt has a geometric structure that allows it to interact with the energy fields of living beings and spaces. Its true power lies in its ability to absorb dense, negative energies, purifying both environments and the human aura. In Hermeticism and alchemy, salt is one of the three foundational elements, alongside sulfur and mercury. It represents the fixed, material substance, the body that must be purified to achieve spiritual illumination. Alchemists believed that salt cleansed not only the physical body, but also the psyche and soul, helping to transmute inner impurities into wisdom and clarity. Even in shamanic traditions across the world, salt is used in cleansing and protective rituals. Shamans use it to trace protective circles, purify objects and individuals, and seal energetic portals. Beyond ritual use, salt is also seen as a barrier against unwanted entities and energies. In demonology and folklore, it's said that malevolent spirits cannot cross a line of salt. This is why many people place salt at doorways, windows, and corners of the home to prevent disturbing influences from entering. But how can something so simple be so powerful? To understand this, we must first grasp the nature of energy and how it interacts with the physical and spiritual world. Salt is a crystal, and like all crystals, it has a structured molecular geometry. This arrangement gives it unique properties for absorbing, storing, and neutralizing energy. In spiritual practices, crystals have been used for centuries to channel, amplify, and transmute energy, and salt is no exception. Unlike many other crystals, however, salt doesn't just store energy. It absorbs it, dissolves it, and dissipates it. Its crystalline structure can trap negative vibrations and neutralize them. When salt begins to crystallize irregularly or clump, It's often because it has absorbed a large amount of dense energy. From a scientific standpoint, salt is an excellent conductor of electricity when dissolved in water. This means it can interact with electromagnetic fields in its environment and with those of living beings. Our bodies are constantly exchanging energy with our surroundings, and salt, when in contact with us, can serve as a natural balancer. Salt water, for example, has long been used as a purifier. Today, we know that saline solutions can absorb negatively charged ions, often found in dense or energetically heavy environments. This supports the idea that salt not only cleanses spiritually, but also tangibly clears the energetic atmosphere. Spiritually speaking, the human body is a microcosm of the universe. The ancient Hermetic principle, as above, so below, echoes this idea. Our bodies are composed of around 70% water, and our fluids naturally contain vital mineral salts. Beyond biological necessity, salt in our bodies plays an esoteric role. It connects us to the earth and helps maintain the balance between the physical and spiritual realms. This is why practices like salt baths not only relax the body but also cleanse emotional and spiritual burdens. Lower vibration entities and energies are drawn to dense, chaotic environments, but salt acts as a shield, neutralizing these frequencies and creating a space where such influences cannot thrive. Many cultures scatter salt in room corners, across doorways, or even under beds to prevent energetic attacks during sleep. Far from superstition, this practice rests on the vibrational barrier salt creates. If energy is a frequency, salt elevates the vibration of a space, making it inhospitable to negativity. So how can we harness this power? Now that we understand salt's nature and its energy-neutralizing capacity, let's explore practical ways to use it for spiritual cleansing and protection. Aura cleansing baths. Your energy field, or aura, can accumulate negative charge from daily stress, emotional encounters, or toxic environments. A salt bath helps release these energies and restore balance. Fill a tub with warm water and add a cup of sea salt, Himalayan salt, or coarse salt. If you don't have a tub, dissolve salt in a bucket and pour it over your body after your usual shower. As you soak or rinse, visualize the salt pulling impurities out of you, dissolving them into the water. Stay immersed for at least 10 minutes, then let the water fully drain before drying with a clean towel. Protecting your home. Your home is your sanctuary. To shield it, sprinkle a thin line of salt along windowsills and door thresholds. This creates a protective barrier. Place small bowls of salt in room corners to absorb negative energy. Change the salt weekly and discard the used salt outside your home, ideally into running water. Glass of water and salt ritual. This classic method is used to clear dense energy from specific rooms. Fill a clear glass with water and add a tablespoon of coarse salt. Place it in a central or energetically heavy area for 24 hours. If the salt rises or bubbles form, it's a sign it has absorbed negativity. Dispose of the water in the toilet or running water, thanking it for its work. Personal protection amulet. Carry a small pouch of salt with you for personal protection. Use a fabric bag made of cotton or linen. Fill it with sea salt, and optionally add protective herbs like rosemary or bay leaf. Charge it with your intention by holding it and visualizing a protective shield around you. Keep it in your pocket, bag, or under your pillow. Salt circles for ritual protection. Before performing intense spiritual work like deep meditation, tarot readings, or channeling, create a protective circle of salt around you. While laying the salt, declare your intention for this space to be protected. Remain within the circle until your practice concludes. This method is widely used in magical and shamanic traditions to safeguard the practitioner. Additional tips. Refresh often. Salt absorbs energy, so change it regularly. Don't reuse. Always discard used salt. Never return it to your home. Avoid contact. Let no one else touch your salt amulet to prevent energy transfer. Trust your intuition. If you feel a space needs cleansing, don't ignore the call. From ancient times, salt has been regarded as far more than a kitchen staple. It is a bridge between the earthly and the divine, a crystal with unique properties that allows us to cleanse, protect, and transform our energy. Its power has been recognized in ancient civilizations, esoteric rituals, and spiritual practices that span centuries. We've seen how salt can absorb negativity, act as a protective shield, and aid in our spiritual path. From salt baths to protection circles, its uses are as practical as they are profound. But beyond theory and ritual, the true key is intention. Like any spiritual tool, salt amplifies the energy we give it. It's not about mechanically scattering it or wearing it, but about consciously understanding its significance. When we use salt with purpose, we become alchemists of our own energy, able to transform darkness into light, fear into strength, and uncertainty into clarity. So now, I invite you to try it out. Observe how your space feels after applying these practices. Do you feel lighter, more centered? Can you sense the shift in energy? Each small ritual is a reminder that you have the power to shape your reality. And now tell me, have you used salt in your spiritual practice? Do you know of any other methods not mentioned here? Share your experiences in the comments, and let's keep exploring the mysteries of the universe together. If you found this content helpful and want to continue learning about ancient tools, spiritual teachings, and esoteric practices, make sure to subscribe, activate notifications, and share this video with someone who might need it. Remember, the power has always been within you. Salt is just the catalyst.